Welcome to the Healthgrades webinar. We're going to get started. This is in regards to how Healthgrades can help you with lead generation and reputation management for your practice and for your providers individually. So what is the Healthgrades mission? Healthgrades is very transparent about their mission and all of the information that they provide on their website. Their purpose is to guide consumers to the right doctor, the right hospital, and to the right care. So they have all of this information laid out so the consumer can find the best services for them. So where this marketplace has grown significantly over the past several years just due to healthcare and insurance changes, patients don't have a lot of knowledge about what to look for. So if they're going to start looking for a provider, there's these three basic things that they want and they need. So do they accept my insurance? It's obviously very important. Are they located nearby? Are they easily accessible for my kids' schools, from work, from my home? And are they accepting new patients? Do they have any available appointments at this time? So beyond that, they're going to start doing more research. So they're going to have these conversations with their friends. They're going to ask their provider for a couple of referrals. They're going to ask their family about their recommendations, and they're probably going to reach out on social media too. That's where a lot of information is coming from now. So let's say they have 4 or 5 different physicians to research. What are they going to do? They're going to start doing online searches. What are they expecting? So like I said, Healthgrades is very transparent with the information they provide, and it's sort of an expectation at this point for users in general. If you're going to, let's say, use Uber for example. Uber has the driver's picture, the driver's name, their star rating, their recommendations, other people's experiences with that driver. It's going to tell you the price. It's going to tell you how many. You just open up Uber and it shows you where all the cars are around you. So it's kind of the same thing with the healthcare marketplace. It's the same across the board. So they're going to look for other people's outcomes. They want to see star rating and satisfaction, other people's experience. They're going to make sure that you're available and that you're compatible with their needs. And healthcare, Healthgrades shows all of that too. So what consumers want to know, your physician experience, this is all included on your profile, your care philosophy, patient satisfaction, star rating, and then your location, of course. So why choose Healthgrades? There's, like I said, it's the big marketplace. So what they're going to do is start branching out and doing some research. So who are Healthgrades' biggest competitors? Vitals.com and ZocDoc.com. But there are 40 million people searching for a doctor on Google every single month. So this is Google search results. So 40 million people. That's a lot of people every month. 30 million of them every month are landing on Healthgrades profiles. So that equates to about 1 million people a day on Healthgrades. You want to be there. You want your providers to be there. That's where they're going to be most prominent. 64% of the Healthgrades visitors actually make an appointment within the first week. That's huge. Someone visits your website, there's not chances that they're going to schedule an appointment in the first week, but these people have moved beyond the research phase. They're ready to find the provider. 90% of consumers research a doctor before the first appointment. We know this to be true. Everybody is searching. That's just the way that the market works at this point. People are doing their research before. They're going to see what their options are before they make a decision. And Healthgrades is Google's #1 third-party source for doctors. So when Google's looking for information about doctors, Healthgrades is where they're sending people. Like I said, 30 million are going to Healthgrades every month. That's insane. Healthgrades. So who are these users? We have all of these people going to Healthgrades, but who are they? 66% of the users identify as a female, and they also identify as the chief medical officer for their entire family. So that's them shopping for a provider for themselves, their children, their spouses, their parents, their spouse's parents. They're shopping around for providers for a lot of different people. You want that person to be finding your profile. 76% are commercially insured, 100% are health focused. Like I said, they're beyond their research phase. They're ready to find the right provider. And 57% make a household income of over $75,000 annually. So Healthgrades, what can it do for you? So there's a couple of different things here that happen with your profile. So it'll drive patient acquisition, so new patients become more discoverable across the web and enhance your online reputation. So we're going to take a look at a basic profile here. So it's already very distracting. There's a lot of stuff to look at. Not really sure what those big pictures of teeth are. it's confusing. So there's actually 4 advertisements on here. So there's one at the top, and then there's 3 down the sidebar on the right. And then below that is actually listings for 5 other competitors in the area. It says people that are doing dentistry, and they're all in the same area as the provider that you're on right now, the provider profile you're on. So there's no focal point. Everything's really tiny. It's really hard to read. Like I said, there's a lot of distractions. No way is this letting the consumer focus on the information about the provider. So let's take a look at a premium profile. So this is just clear already. You can see the difference. The name and the star rating is bigger. There's practice branding. The phone number is prominent. The address is prominent. There's links out to the practice website, and there's actually an online appointment schedule as well. So patients can go on here and request an appointment online, and they don't even have to call. The phone number on here is a tracking phone number, so we will be able to monitor and report on how many people are calling from your Healthgrades profile versus calling from your regular practice line as well. Oh, and also note the competitive ads have been removed. So your the random ads for Home Depot and dental work has been removed, and the competitors have also been removed from these profiles. Those are 2 of the other big things on here. So this is a side-by-side image of a basic versus a premium. The basic one, you can see the 4 different ads in the red boxes, and then at the bottom is obviously the competitors. And then on the right here, you have a premium profile where that green box at the top is the profile is laid out differently. It's clean. There's the request an appointment button, the Chicago Cornea branding and logo, directions, address, everything is very prominent. There's also on the right-hand side, are you considering LASIK? That's an ad by Glacial. So you have the opportunity with a premium profile to also add these ads, which will link out to our interactive LASIK self-test, cataract self-test, and our new LASIK savings calculator. So it gives you 2 ways to get a lead through form, whether it's request an appointment or one of the self-tests. Okay. So here we have laid out the basic differences. So with a basic and premium profile, it's basic contact information in your patient experience surveys. That's just because Healthgrades is so transparent. They want those to be there anyway. And with the basic profile, you do have the opportunity to claim it and add a photo, but you cannot add a video. So premium profile, prominently displayed contact, appointment, online appointment requests, featured listing and search results, which we'll get to next. Removal of competitive advertising, practice branding, badges and such, which I'll also get to a little bit later, that can go on your website, custom content, and that enhanced design that's much cleaner. So this is what the Healthgrades search results look like. So this is the search for dentists near Denver, Colorado. So at the top, you can see this blue, it's in a red box, but the blue box at the top, that's a featured provider. That's a featured listing. There's 2 or 3, depending on the amount of featured providers in your area, that will be listed there, but it makes you much more prominent than just being in the general organic Healthgrades listing. So there's over 2,000 dentists near Denver, Colorado that came up in this search. So this is just the first search any user is going to do. You want to be there. You want to be prominent. You want to be found. So for lead generation, we do have the online appointment request and scheduling. So this is sort of a basic form that's on the site. It is a secure form, so we are HIPAA compliant here, but it will capture patient demographics, contact information, appointment type, preference on morning or afternoon appointments, etc. And then from here, a notification will be sent to someone at the practice where they can log into the secure form system and gather all of that information there, and then make the call to the patient or the hopeful new patient to schedule an appointment. Reputation management, this is huge this year. So this is an example of the form, the patient experience surveys on the site. This is for every provider, whether you have a basic or a premium profile. So what these will do is drive your SEO. This is user-generated content on the site. So that's going to boost SEO heavily, enhance your reputation, obviously, and keeps the provider connected with the patient. So it's good for the provider to be aware of what the patient needs, whether if really the only thing holding them back from 5 stars is just the long wait time in the office, something to address within the office. So how are we going to use those patient experience surveys to help your reputation? It's great, they're on the profile, but what happens when these patients have already seen you and they're probably not going back to your profile. This is what we can do. So there's a badge on the right-hand side here. So that's what we call the badge, and it's provided to us by Healthgrades. So what we can do is add that to all of the doctor's bio pages. So we can add it to your website, obviously, and we can also add it to your Review Us Online module if you prefer as well. There's a couple other options here. Send out post-op appointment and post-appointment surveys. It's all done via email, so you would have to collect your patient's email. You can do it automatically through MD Prospects and MD Identity, and manually through the Glacial email system. And you can also print physical cards with URL on it. So this is the picture. So this is an example of what we do for Dr. Feinerman as a premium provider. These are his email blasts. So these are sent out monthly to his patients, and it's a link direct to that survey. So just the survey page. It's not linking out straight to the profile. It's right to the survey page. It's very clear, very easy for the user. There's no other links here. We're just linking out to that page. Super user friendly. And then again, the physical cards for the office use. It has the link on there to go straight to the survey, and then it also has an appointment card. So for someone who is, especially like LASIK post-op, so they've had their surgery, they're coming back in the next day or 2 days later, you can give them this and ask them to review, but it also has their next appointment. So it's all the information's there for them. You're not giving them any additional information that might kind of bombard them. But post-op is the best time to try and get reviews. That's when the patients are usually the most satisfied, the most excited about their procedure and how their vision is. So our statistics, so what's our experience with this? I went through all of the reporting for February, and they got some averages here for the premium provider. So 2.4 leads a month, and these are verified new patients. So brand new patients, never been to the practice before, never called the practice before, brand new. These are with the call, the tracking phone number. There's also call tracking and call monitoring. So these are people that are identifying themselves either on the form or on the phone as a new patient. 1.5 additional surveys filled out every month. That's great. And 15 calls per month, which is obviously going to start leading to more appointments. In some cases, we've had a couple providers with 4 confirmed new appointments scheduled. So that's phenomenal, especially because those were all LASIK surgeons. So those are probably 4 LASIK consults, and hopefully we'll push through to surgery. So how do you get started? So in order to get started, we can actually do everything for you on our end. We can send you over a contract. It is for 12 months. The cost is $199 a month for MDs and $169 a month for ODs. Depending on how many providers you have, we can offer a bundled deal, but that's usually 15 plus doctors. Contact your client manager, or you can email client managers at glacial.com, and someone will get back to you and let you know what the next steps are. We can, again, do it all for you once the contract is sent in via payment. And the profiles are usually set up within 2 to 3 days. It does state that it can take 7 business days, but the longest has been probably 2 or 3 days. Profiles go live. We can run through them all with you, make sure you have all of the correct information on there. All of your locations are on there. All of your office hours are on there. If you have any videos, those are excellent to add as well. So again, if you have any questions, please give us a call or email us at clientmanagers@glacial.com, and we'd be happy to speak with you and or set up your premium profile. Thank you.